We're going to keep it simple today. Lori Nichols in 6 Easy Steps. I was born and raised in Oakland. I went to Cal to get my engineering degree. I then spent 2 years in South Dakota. I then came home and spent roughly 15 years doing the technical writer thing. I then was the chocolate lady, and then we get to 2013, and I launched Tora Writing Services. What does Tora do? Well, we do a lot of things. So let me ask you a question. Who do you know who has a monthly article in our upcoming Clayton Living magazine? Well, I don't know anyone. However, I do know Jordan. And Jordan has a monthly article in the Northgate Living magazine because of his advertising in that magazine. He gets a 300-word article once a month. Guess what? Jordan doesn't want to write a 300-word article once a month. So based on information that he provides to me, I have been creating his articles. Now, we're only 3 articles into this little project, so we're still getting a feel for each other, but I really like how things are going. Maybe you know somebody with a one-off project, such as Laurel Rolson of Laurel Landscapes. We've actually done several projects together, but I want to just focus on one. She was putting together a bid for a homeowners association, and she wanted it to be more than anything she'd done before. And we had about 3 days to do it. So we started off with a template. We filled in the what's and the how muches and the legal disclaimers, and then we finessed it some to make sure that the homeowners association understood that this was their bid, and so that it had the flair that is only available with Laurel. Then my geek came out, and I formatted the heck out of this document. I went back and looked at it. We put it in letterhead, so it had her border and her logo on it, page numbers, cross-references, table of contents. It was beautiful. Or maybe you know somebody who just has a slew of written content. Miley Colmer, our franchise owner of Ascentive Contra Costa, is a speaker, a trainer, and a coach. She's got a lot of stuff, a lot of words in her life. Now, Miley's a very good writer. And so what I do for her mostly is editing, as well as Miley likes to take advantage of my very perverse pleasure in making software behave. I take pride in the fact that I can make Microsoft cry. So Miley is also my vision of the Writer on Demand client. It was based on my work with Miley that I created that program. So in working with Miley, we have done speaker sheets, introductions, presentations for her speaking engagements. We've worked on content for her custom client in-house trainings, as well as those programs that she has created explicitly for Ascentive Contra Costa. We've collaborated on all of her email campaigns, and everything that is Miley branded has my editing fingerprints all over it. And Miley loves keeping in touch with her people. This is part of what she does. So she blogs, she has a newsletter, and she sends out a lot of other correspondence, both individually and to groups. And so with all of that, I have provided editing, back end, as well as the occasional nag support. So that's just a brief peek into the stuff that I can do and the people that I've worked with. How can you refer me? Well, there's some couple of easy things you can listen for. One, I didn't go into business to write. I think I'm the only, well, no, I'm one of very few people in this world who actually went into business to write. So let me help them. The other one that I've been hearing a lot more recently is my business coach says I need a newsletter. Business owners who have business coaches are in that place where they are looking to grow their business. They are great clients for me. If you know somebody who wants to write a book or has an article that they're submitting maybe to a trade magazine, ask them how it's going. Do they need an editor? For that person who claims they're going to do their business blog, how's that blog going? Wouldn't it just be so much easier if somebody were doing that for you? A couple of easy things you could do for me. You can share my newsletter. If you don't get my newsletter, you can sign up for it and then share it. Also, I do blog for myself. If you could like and share and comment on my blog posts, I would really appreciate it. And if you could tag somebody that you think might be interested, that makes it even more visible. Sparsely spread out, I have what I call my how to promote sheet, as well as my process work agreement. If you don't think your referral is willing to follow my process of work, then they're not a good referral for me. This is the basics of how I work and what I expect of my clients and what they can expect of me. Then I also have my how to promote sheet, which is a little bit more in depth about why I love what I do and things to listen for. What I really want you to know is that I guarantee all of my clients that it is not done until they say it is done. It is their message, and I want to get it right. And so I am removed from the process, and it's not done until they say it is. I'm Lori Nichols with Tora Writing Services, putting your brilliance on the page by ghostwriting articles for business owners.